Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, 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 hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, 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 hi, Time EC, hello, Judgment, hello, Agumi, hello, Mothman, hello, Sakamoto, hello, Churl, hello, hi, friends, hello, hi, hello. Cooking stream? No, not cooking stream. I mean, yeah, I guess I see Churl. You see the rats. Thank you for the resub, Justilence. Hello, hi. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very generous. It's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. Hello, Fourth Ace. Hello, Fourth Ace. Welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Yes, hello. Mwah. Yes, cooking stream, not so much. Not cooking stream, not so much. Not so much. Not so much. No, no, no. Just because there's rats involved does not mean that I'm going to be eating them, okay? Cheryl, thank you for the resub. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's very generous. Thank you. It's very generous of you. Thank you. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Here we are. Here we are. Hello, hi. Hi. How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had like, man, I had such like a crazy day today. I trained on a new surgery today. It was very very stressful. It was very stressful because one time at a certain point they were doing sutures and I was like helping with the sutures and I almost pulled too hard and unraveled the entire wound and it would have been really bad. But I didn't. It was okay. I did a good job. Hi, hello. You think you won't be eating them, but you might be surprised. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. When you're playing the Skaven, they do kind of tend to eat each other. Cannibalism is never off the table. You know, Ace is not a Warhammer cell. Ace is not a Warhammer cell. But he may have experienced a little bit of my Warhammertism a little while a couple days ago. He might have gotten hit with a little bit of it. Fucked up kind of day, better now in the Malfoy zone. We're doing pretty good. Thank you for the bits, Ace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good job not messing up someone's life. I mean, to me, well, we would have. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for gifting Agumi a sub. It's very sweet of you. Thank you for your generosity. You're very generous. Everyone's being very generous to me today. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness very much. It helps me. It's very nice. It's very nice, especially after a long day of I I dropped a couple like bloody rags on the floor when I was cleaning up, and it was really not pleasant to have to get down on the floor and scrub blood off the tiles. I mean, it's a room that's made to get like for easy to get scrubbed up off of, but it was still not a pleasant experience. I didn't like it very much. But I couldn't have really ruined it that bad because the surgeon was there. I was just assisting, and the other technician who's done it before, who was kind of like watching me and training me, he was also there. So if I had really screwed anything up, they would have been like, okay, we can unfuck this. But the person was like conscious. This isn't like a general anesthesia kind of surgery. The worst thing that would have happened is we would have like pulled a chunk of their eyelid off, but that probably wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened. It would have just been a little bit like of a tug, and they would have been like, "Oh goodness, what's that?" And we would have been like, "Oh, it's nothing. Ha ha. It's nothing." And then they'd be like, "Okay, we got to reattach your fucking eyelid. Here we go. Like when he names people after me and puts them in apparel, we will definitely be doing that. The fun thing about what we're doing, we're gonna be playing the rat people race. They're very fun. They're Skaven. The Skaven. Here, let me switch music. This might be a little loud. Uh, let's see. Where's music? Well, let's go over here. Ba 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 ba. Uh, how's this? Is this really loud? I don't think that's gonna be too loud. Okay. Like an assistant, why are you surgering people anyway? Well, I'm like an assistant to the surgeon. So like sometimes I have to like help with like surgical stuff, right? Like I have to like assist her with like sutures and like and I have to help her stitch people up and things like that. And sometimes I have to hold the suture string with a special tool to keep it out of her way when she's suturing. And ooh, that was quite the sound. And sometimes and you can pull too hard while you're holding it, which I almost did. And you can end up with a bad result. But thankfully, it was okay. You're watching 10 crazy secret Pomnies in media. Wow, The more you know. The more you know about Kogarin, the more you'll learn she loves Pomnies. Rats, we're the rats. Exactly, we are the rats. We are the rats. We're gonna be playing the rat people. It's gonna be very fun. We're gonna play Icket Claw. Icket Claw is very fun. Icket Claw is very peen. Not rat pervert. Not rat pervert. Thank you for rat pervert, but not rat pervert. Let's not do pervert. Let's not be perverts today. Shall we? Can we not be perverts today? Is it possible? I mean, I'm not a pervert. I've never been a pervert once in my life. Certainly not today. Certainly not towards rats. Which had an interesting job. All you do is hurt horses really bad. I feel like you don't need to do a job. That's not a job you have to do. They'll do it on their own. They'll do it on their own. Horses will hurt themselves on their own. You don't need to be like a horse wounder. Horses will just fucking crumple like wet cardboard on their own, and they'll like howl as all their bones like explode out of their knees. It's really gruesome. Ooh, thank you for the bits, Judgment. Thank you for the bits, Kogarin. Whoa! Wow, Judgment, you get the postcard. Holy moly. Postcard redeem. Oh my goodness. All right, Judgment, what you can do is I will DM you on Discord the stream business email, and you can DM me a mailing address, and I will mail you a postcard, and it will include some stickers and maybe some candy and maybe and some other possible treats and surprises, okay? And I will write you a wonderful, nice postcard. Hello, ACRTTV. Welcome. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for compliment. Thank you. I look good. Postcard Earth indeed. Yes. Imagine you're about to be put under here. Hello, hi. The good news is that people don't go under when we do surgery in-house. We do in-house surgeries and they're awake. So they get to hear me talking the whole time. You can post your address in chat. You do not post your address in chat. Do not post your living address in chat, because then you will receive 80 million objects from the Malfriends, because they love to send things, and you will have a very full mailbox. Yeah. Is this the first postcard? This is not the first postcard. I believe Ty Misi is the first postcard. And I sent him one of those, and I believe I owe Slime a postcard still, but I haven't gotten to him yet, because Slime, to be fair, Slime didn't redeem it. He got a one that someone else redeemed, and it turned out they didn't want. So but yeah, can you make a credit card redeem? Yeah, I can redeem that you send me your credit card. That's totally fine. Hoarding your points instead of giving a wretched tag every chance you get. I know exactly what you do. I know exactly which one you pick. Ooh, we finished the hype train. Wow, level 3. Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yes. I will DM you after the stream, and I will send you the stream email, and we will go from there. Okay, Judgment? 50k Agumi points for the address leak redeem. 50k Goomer points is more. You're gonna just like, you're gonna redeem address, and she's just gonna send you your address, because, well, I shan't say why Agumi may have your address. You're gonna lurk. Have a good lurk, okay, ACRT? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Save up for a holiday card. My goodness, I should do. Man, I want to do like seasonal stuff. I have like a bunch of like keychain ideas that I want to do, and that are seasonal. But at first, I have to like get the baseline stuff. Anyway. Hi, Billy. Hi. You were close. You don't want to give your address. Yeah, I have a disclaimer in the, if you want the postcard, you have to give me your address. I'm sorry, that's just how it's gonna work. So that's like in the redeem, like you have to be okay with giving that to me. Imagine having redeems. Imagine having content. Imagine streaming. Imagine having redeems. Imagine having little rat people that you can play as. It's very good. Ooh, shoot. Speaking of redeems. Oh no. I need to turn on the okay. You guys should be able to redeem the named in-game one. Postage address, receive coyote piss and live crickets. Live crickets? Most of the time, I only get dead crickets with the coyote piss. That's a pretty good deal, you ask me. You can print keychains unless they're high detail, many colors. I'm gonna use like, they're gonna be like acrylic keychains, I think is what I'm gonna do. They're gonna be, I want to do like acrylics, like ye old typical acrylic stuff. Manager LARPer, can you set up if you guys want to manage your LARP, do it on your own fucking time. Do it on your own time. Anyway, what are we doing? Okay, we're playing a video game. I'm gonna explain the video game. You guys know Total War Warhammer 3. You've seen me play this a couple times. So, but this time we're playing something new. We're playing something different. We're playing as the Skaven. We're playing as a very specific post address. You can send me worms. Absolutely not. Agumi already sends me like 8,000 like tiny little like gelatin burgers, and I don't want them. You know those like little gummy like burgers that come as like little separate pieces, and you could put like a little burger together and you could eat them like individually, like a little jello, little gummy bun, a little gummy patty, a little gummy like tomato. You know those things. She sends me 8 millions of those at once. It's really really terrible, and I really hate it. And I have so many. Don't you be afraid of 5'2" blue guns. I'm not gonna listen, man. You're gonna dox yourself because you're gonna be giving it to me. See, that's how it works. I don't dox my viewers. I choose to allow them to dox themselves. Okay. Yeah. So we're playing as the Skaven. The Skaven are a Warhammer race in which they are notably craven. They are notably cowards. And as such, you have they're kind of like a what's it called, like a meat shield kind of faction, right? So we have a couple different starters here. We have our meat shields called the Skaven slaves. Very nice. We have some Skaven slaves, some rat people slaves. We have some clan rats, which are also essentially just meat shield. You can't even say, it even says here meat shield. It even says right here they're meat shields. They're meant to be like used as like cannon fodder. And over here we have our important units. We have our Ratling guns, which are Gatling guns operated by rats, which are of course they're very clever. They're very clever Ratling guns, of course. Then we've got Warplock Giselles, which are like sniper rat teams. The Skavens are the greatest warriors who certainly respect the Geneva Convention. Oh yes, it's true. We will not be fielding multiple flamethrower teams. We will not be fielding multiple flamethrower teams, not at all. We will not be melting the skin off of these poor human beings that we're about to like rock up on and torch to death. Also, I turned on the redeem that lets you guys name yourselves in game. If you want to be named in the game, you just can redeem that. It's only 100 points. It should be easy peasy cheap. So if you guys want to be any characters, or if you want to be Skaven slaves, if you want to be Ratling guns, or if you want to be Doom Flayers. Doom Flayers are very cool. They're big giant hamster wheels that act as like cavalry, and they smush into the back of the enemy lines and they eat them all up. It's really really good. We also have our engineer, a warlock engineer. He's like our wizard unit. He's like our caster. So we're gonna put him in with our army. It's gonna make us be able to move a little further. And we're going to attack this settlement right here in just a bit. But first, we're going to take a look at Skaven Blight. Skaven Blight is our capital city. It's a very big one. It goes up to tier 5, but we're going to start with tier 1, obviously, tier 2. We get this little bonus Warpstone telescope, which gives us access to all of our basic slave units. They are slave units. Don't like this. I'm not doing a bit. That's what they are. They're slave units. We're going to then build, I think we're going to want, we don't really need to do a clan pit, because we already get these units from this building here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Ratling Warrens, which are going to improve our growth. So the more growth we have, the faster our city's going to be able to level up, and the faster we're going to be able to get better technologies and new units and all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to build this. It's going to take only one turn. It's going to be quick. But what we're going to do next is we're going to fucking stomp these little human rat fucks. Well, I mean, I guess we're the rat fucks, but we're going to stomp these little humans. It's going to be very fun. I'm going to set up some gun lines. Do I have any plans for a Warhammer campaign with viewers? I've considered it, but I think, I mean, like, we could try. It just probably wouldn't be an on-stream thing, because it would take quite a lot, and it's very dependent on people's computers. Like, I have a very strong computer, so my loading times are very short. It's really quite easy for me, but like, I don't want to not include people because they can't load in. But if we're like spending like 20 minutes on a loading screen, I'd probably want to do it off stream. Also, right, you normally have short hair. You prefer Peace Nail. Wow. Mods, take Kogerin out back and punch her directly in the belly. Okay? Peace Nail. God, you're such a sick fuck. You're such a weird loser. You forget I normally have short hair? I love short hair. I have short hair. Short hair is cute. I will say short hair is cuter on girls by a significant margin. But I'm just as cute. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Doc J. Thank you for the follow, Doc J. I appreciate this. Thank you. Hello. I'm an animal. You're the one who wants. Oh, thank you for long hair. You're the one who wants Peace Nail. You know, like, God, what kind of sick puppy are you? You know, I'm out here having fun with Total War. You know, I'm warring my hammers. I'm John Hammer. Your pleasure. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Hello, hello, hi. Hello, hi. Okay, so what we're going to do is what we usually do. This is the first fight of the game, so it's going to be pretty basic. All we're going to do is we're going to absolute peace. I hope you keep yourself safe. I hope that 10,000 little rat people don't show up in your house and pee in your shoes. Ooh, Jesslins, who do you want to be? I'll have to name you after the game. I'll have to name you after the fight. Do you want to be Skaven slaves, clan rats, Jezzails, Ratling guns, or Doom flayers? Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy the bucket. Here's our Ratling guns. Here's our Ratling gunners. You can see they've got little guns and rats. Every slur went through my head. I don't know any slurs, actually. I'm innocent. I'm without sin. I'm Catholic, okay? I don't know those things. You want to be the engineer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's our Doom flayers. They're very cool. They're essentially big hamster balls that our rats ride on. And they kind of as you can see, you crash them into the enemy backline and you shred them to pieces. Animal, because I'm playing Skaven, not Clan Molder. I know. To be fair, though, how can you not love John Nuke, John Rat Nuke Man? So this is our legendary lord, our faction leader, Icket Claw. He gets nuclear weapons. It felt appropriate for the global climate. It felt appropriate for the Thank you for meow. Here's Germa mode. It's Skaven Day. Don't forget to sparkle on. It's Skaven Day. Wow. Look at that little man. Yeah, look at that little man's. You know, fun fact, he gets nuclear weapons. It's thank you for radiate. Make sure you get radiated. Because we're going to be doing a lot of radiation in this game. So anybody who's concerned about the current socio-global political climate, don't worry, because I'm about to show you exactly what's going to happen if nuclear weapons are used. Only this time we're going to be using it as like filthy little rat people. Got a damn good point. Thank you. Hello tier, by the way. Thank you for Germa mode. Okay, so our Warplock Jezzails are like our sniper teams. We're going to pretty much set them up in the same way we're setting up our Ratling guns. Ratling guns do a lot more damage. They're DPS. They shred the infantry. Ratling guns, they do good damage. They have slower rate of fire, but they have, as you can see, a much bigger distance, much better range. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make the enemy forces walk at us. They're going to hit our meat shield front line. And they're going to hit our meat shield front line while our gunners are just going to shoot them. We're going to shoot them. We're going to shoot these people till they die. And we're also going to swoop our Doom Flayers into the back because they do have a unit of crossbowmen that we're going to want to make sure don't get to free fire. So we're going to deal with them too. Hello, AI1340. Hello, what's up, Flaccid Penis Boy? They don't call me that. Nobody calls me that, okay? Nobody calls. Why didn't I move you? You can go over here. Go here. Go here. All right. We're gonna. I should actually. I'm gonna actually make myself a little smaller here so you guys can see a little more of the battlefield. Here I am, a little smaller. This is the current world climate, and you, little Billy, are a Skaven. Exactly. Are you wondering where you fall into the global hegemon? Well, I can tell you, you are right here. This smelly little rat man holding a sharp stick with flies going around him. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's where we're at. We're gonna slam into these crossbowmen. As you can see, we've already completely obliterated like half of their unit. These motherfuckers have shields and swords. We're using sniper rifles and fucking heavy weapons. Like, this is good. We're doing really good. Incorrect. Imagine not being pestilens. Pestilens are stinky. I don't want to be too stinky. All right. Plus, I don't want to fight in Lustria. I do not want to fight in the fucking Lustria Bowl. All right, we're gonna give everybody some attack orders here. Why are they on skirmish mode? Do not skirmish. I don't want you to skirmish. Just. What are you doing? Just fire. Stop moving. Start firing. Alright, we're gonna have Ica Claw use our Warp Lightning here. The other thing about us is we also have magic. We not only do we have guns, we have like 80 million fucking magic missiles. We have 80 million magic missiles. Why are you standing like that, you stupid assholes? Stop. That's the only issue with using weapons teams, is that sometimes they'll just decide to reorient for no reason and then just not fire. And you're like, wow, my battle lines look so good. And then they just choose to not fire. They just choose to not do anything. And it's like, hello, what are you doing here? What are we doing? We're not, though. Your life will be brief unless you're suffering as well. Exactly. Exactly. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing for you to worry about because you will die quickly. You are unarmored, you are craven, and you will die to the enemy. But fear not, because the brave gunners that are standing at least 20 feet behind you will slay the people who slay you, and your glory will be forever known. But Skrull, true, Lord Stink himself, the Skrull. Why are you? God, I hate the AI. Do you really? Is this what we're doing? We're walking into melee range to shoot our guns. We're walking into melee range to shoot our guns. Is this what we're doing? My God, my God, my Lanta. All right, we'll do a flank. We'll get a flank in. How are you guys doing over here? Okay, our Doomflayer is cleaned up. Not bad. Good lord. Good lord. We're going into melee range to fire our automatic weapons. Naturally, very naturally. This sucks about Molder. I don't enjoy fighting Kiesler for the rest of my natural born life. Hey, you can also fight Norska for the next 20 hours. They will slay the people slay you, and they even slay. Exactly. You will perish in the glorious Skaven war machine, either by the enemy's hands or by your friend's hands. But either way, life is short. And well, I was gonna say we're merciful, but really we're not. Ica Claw uses a flamethrower. They can't miss. They true. You can't miss when you're point blank, I guess. Although that's not true. I've played games in which I've missed point blank with a shotgun. It's very embarrassing. I'm very bad. Anyway, that was easy peasy. First fight, easy peasy. It was very good. It was very good. We only lost 137. We lost our Warpluck Jazales did the most damage because for some reason our fucking Ratling gun team decided they wanted to reorient for no reason. I need to turn off auto skirmish. Mostly play Corn, but I love the little rat boys. Oh yeah, Corn is good. Corn is very good. I Scarbrand, very nice. When you can Lionel Messi soccer kick somebody across the field, it's very good. It's classic. It's classic. Having a Scarbrand be a one-man wrecking ball is always good. I obviously, if it wasn't too obvious, favor Zinch. He's really good. He's really fun. I enjoy my warp fire throwers as I do, you know, blue and pink horrors. Who can turn them down? And plus, on my beautiful chosen, they're getting into bayonet range. Yeah, bring them closer. I want to hit them with my knife, even though I'm 18 rat people with a gun. All right, so we take these guys out. We can occupy this. We're gonna occupy it at level 2, I think. We have food here, which is a resource that we need, you know, to make sure our shit doesn't get fucked. You can see if our resources go too low, we lose growth, we lose control, we lose our money, our buildings cost more. If we have high food, we get bonuses for growth and stuff like that. But we're not going to worry about that right now because it is just the very first fight. We're going to recruit some units here. We're going to recruit some more Skaven slaves here. We need meat for the grinder, essentially. And we're going to worry about having anything else later. For Ica Claw, we're going to do some level ups here. We're going to get him Route Marcher. Going to just make sure he can move a little further each turn. We're going to rename Balaquint Marsqueak to let's see. How about Jolly Jestilence? Jolly Jumpin' Jestilence. Oh, okay. How about this? Jolly Jumpin' Jestilence. There we go. There we go. Jolly Jumpin' Jestilence. Perfect. Now that's a good name. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, no, there he is. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna repair the building here. We have to do this. We're going to get. Let's see. What do we want to do? We can get a assassin. We can get assassin heroes, or we can get We can get a weapons dump. We're going to get weapons dump so then we can get warp fire throwers, which are very humane. Green flamethrowers, which will melt the skin off your face and turn you into like a little howling puddle, which is good. We're going to do a province bonus of exploitative planning. This is going to give us more food, which we need. Obviously, the more food, the better. We can spend food to occupy provinces at settlements at higher levels than just level 1. But we spend food, and if our food goes too low, then shit goes completely sideways. We have a couple other things we can look at, but first we're just going to end this turn right here. Scarbrand's like an F1 car. If you ripped up the brake pedal, replace it with another accelerator. Yeah, and the Scarbrand is like, have you ever seen the movie Death Race? You ever seen the movie Death Race with Jason Statham? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Death Race with Scarbrand is like if you took like an F1 racer and souped it up like a Death Race car from the movie Death Race, and then you put it in like on like the Autobahn. That's kind of what it is. Meet for the grinder, you are here. Glad time to die. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. Listen, I am an excellent commander, and I have never, not once, not a single time, let people die for no reason, okay? I have never once completely forgotten about a valuable unit and let them get savaged by the enemy shock cavalry, okay? It hasn't happened before, and it's certainly not gonna happen now, okay? Alright. Okay, we're going to want to, here's what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to see if we can't get this Beastman faction to help us take out these human forces. And then we're going to betray them because we're dirty rat finks. Literally. We're literally dirty rats. That's our whole job is to betray people, to stab them in the back. We can't really do a whole lot besides recruit a little bit more. We can give our Jestilance, our wizard here, a little bit more buff here. We can get him the passive ability Musk of Fear, which reduces the leadership and melee attack of the enemy. We can improve we can give him a new spell. We can give him Scorch, Death Frenzy, which is a buff to troops. We can get Howling Warp Gale, which is it freezes flying units, which we're not really gonna run into a lot of right now. Or we can get standardized firing drill, which will give all of these basic units less reload time. So it'll the more time spent firing, the better. We're gonna do this one because we kind of already have Ikit Claw, who already has some spells available that he can do. So we're gonna do that. Here's Ikit. He's really cool. We're gonna do that. Okay. Called Death Race 2000 film in 1975. Sylvester Stallone was in that one. I don't think that's the one I was familiar with. Is Jason Statham the action hero who's got like dementia, or is that Bruce Willis? Which one was that? I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. They're both bald guys, and they like, not to say that all bald guys look the same, but they're like both like grizzled bald action hero dudes, and I kind of get them mixed up. We're gonna do research here. We get ferocious plants. There's our only option. There's nothing else to say about it. Hello Fuzz. Is that the peak gamer playing the peak Warhammer race? We definitely are. I mean, we're definitely trying our best. If you would like to be a, don't forget, chat. If you want to be a member of my war machine, if you want to join your glorious rat brothers and sisters in the meat grinder, you can just redeem. Name a unit after me, and I will name a unit after you. It is beautiful. It is good. It is what you should want to have happen. Okay. Okay. Bruce Willis, the one who got dementia. Yeah, he was not in Death Race. I think he was Die Hard. That's Die Hard guy. John. Not. I was gonna say John Hard, but I guess that's a different kind of. That's a different kind of guy. Maybe John Hard might be a different kind of fellow. So we could attack this settlement here, but as you can see, it's got walls here, and they've got a whole army stacking up in here. I don't think we're in a place right now where we can assault a castle. We're not right at that place yet. We do have a decently sized army, and we're gonna get some flamethrower units here. But we're gonna have to wait one more turn, and then we're gonna go after Nuja. We're gonna go after Nuja here. What we're also going to do is we're going to see if we can bait Morgur, these beastmen. We're going to see if we can bait them into wasting their main army in a joint attack against these guys. And then what we'll do is we'll betray them, and we'll take their oops. Oh, they're already at war with the same guys. Okay, and we're gonna see if we can bait them in, let their army die, and then take their settlement here. Always hard, John Hard. He's always hard, baby. You know, this is that's the name of the guy who's married to Medusa, I think, actually. Okay, so driven by hunger. Again, we can't really, there's not really a whole lot of options for our research right now. We're just going to pick what's next. It's going to give us some more post-battle loot income and giving our clan rat units some better stats when we first get them. That's that. Siege battles, my favorite. We're going to do everything we can to avoid siege battles. I will tell you the truth. I will tell you the Lord's honest truth. Can you name Skaven slaves after me, then drop a nuke on them? I absolutely can do one of those things. I'm not going to waste a nuke on my own troops, though. I'll tell you the truth. I will tell you the complete and honest God's truth. I am not going to use one of my only few early game nukes upon my own units who I can actually have use for in the battle. Sorry, Fuzz, but I will do so. I will do so. Okay. Fuzz wants to be a Skaven slave. We're gonna do let's see, so we're gonna do, you can also just ask if you don't have points to redeem. The redeem points are just if you don't want to like say it out loud, but if you also just want to be a unit, you can just ask too. The redeems are just like if you don't feel like saying it out loud. So we're gonna do let's see, how about fuzzed failures, because you guys are slaves. You guys are Skaven slaves. You didn't even do enough to become clan rats. You're not anything. You're nothing to me. You're less than nothing to me. You're garbage. You're walking fucking trash, and I'm gonna treat you like trash. All right, my little slave army. You know, you wait until there's a single unit in the army? What do you mean? There's never going to be a single unit. Melt them with warp fire throwers, corrosive backshots. Yeah, you guys are going to be in the direct line of my warp fire throwers. So I think you won't need to be nuked. You'll die painfully anyway. I think, and honestly, the only good kind of backshots are the ones that are hot, green, and coming directly at you from multiple sweaty rats. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's do, we can get wolf rats here. Wolf rats are really, really good. These would be good for melting into enemy range and enemy artillery. We could get here, we can do weapons dump again. We can get weapons dump here. Tier 3, though, we're gonna get something pretty similar that'll give us almost everything that weapons dump has. So I think we're gonna pass on weapons dump. I think we're gonna go with breeding stock, which is gonna give us wolf rats, which are essentially wolf rats. They're really not super creative, this Skaven, but by the end we'll be able to get a Hell Pit Abomination. Hell Pit Abomination is cool. That's not going to be until much later in the game, but Hell Pit Abomination is cool because their whole shtick is that they're literally too horrible to die. Too horrible to die. Too horrible to die. You know, that's, I mean, you know, that's a pretty good perk to have on a creature. Poison Wind Mortars are your favorite for backshots? Oh, he likes to imagine the smell, chat. He likes to imagine the smell. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was sure, like, sure, the friendly fire can't be that bad when I was using warp fire throwers. I was not fucking lie. Oh, it was rough. It's warp fire. Listen, warp fire throwers are the #1 reason you never get clan rats, at least in the early game. We're also going to get Taskmaster's platform. This is going to give us more technologies to research, so we're going to do that too. Hi Bucket, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Hello, welcome in. Wow, welcome in, Bucket. Bucket, if you guys don't know Bucket, she is a wonderful friend of mine, friend of the channel. She was just on a collab with us a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. We did Night Rain. She is a mouse. She's a little lab mouse. And she has she would fit really well with actually Ikit Claw and his ilk. What are we doing with the wolves and the rats? Well, we're combining them. Listen, have you ever heard this saying, throw me to the wolves and I'll come back pregnant? That's exactly what's happening here, only I think the wolves end up pregnant in this situation. Throw the wolves to the rats and the rats come back. The wolves come back rat. Somebody gets pregnant. It's not me this time. Okay? That's all that matters. Alright, we're gonna smush this guy. This guy made the mistake of crawling out of his hole. His only thing that we're worried about is these pistoliers. but we'll just rip them up with our Doom Flayers. So we also have a special mechanic called the Menace Below, which is we can spend food here to get the usage of an army summoning unit, which is summoning unit of clan rats. So if they have, let's say they have these 2 crossbowmen units, and we can't send our Doom Flayers to go squish them, we can summon rats under them to like crawl out of the depths to squish them. You know? Are you really playing Skavendom if you don't kill 10 of your... Exactly. True Skavendom is not only killing your enemy, it's killing your friends. You know? And hey, that was not necessary. I'm not pregnant. Oh, this was an ambush. Apparently we ambushed them. Oh, yeah, because we are automatically in ambush stance. Okay, that's true. I think Bucket is Icket, never seen in the same room. True. Actually, I think Icket has more limbs than Bucket does. Bucket's nugget mode. Icket has all of his limbs. He's just in like a big metal shield. It's amazing when you realize that Skaven are all just Looney Tunes shit with more war crimes. Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, what do you think? How do you think the Roadrunner feels when like the Wile E. Coyote drops a fucking Wile E. Coyote drops a fucking anvil on him, and this is the one time it works. Like the one time it works. What the hello? Can I not? There we go. Am I doing this? Am I stupid? Hello? Shift click. What about alt? Have I forgotten my controls? What? Huh? No? What's wrong? Oh, fucking, I'm stupid. God, I did forget. I forgot the controls for 10 seconds. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Do you think, what if it works? What if, Wile E. Coyote was like, hey, man, it never works, man. It never works. And then, like, the fucking cop is like, you knew that motherfucker for 12 years. He was your friend. You know, how the fuck could you do that to him? You're going away for a long time. Nevada's a death penalty state. You know, and he's just like, what the fuck, man? The anvil wasn't supposed to work. It never works. Have I done that bit already? I feel like I've said that bit before. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're essentially just going to line up our infantry units to make them take the brunt of the approach here, obviously. We're going to take our flamethrower units. We're going to line them up real nice and get some real good coverage. You know what I mean, boys. We're going to line up our artilleries over here. We can just line you guys up here. Hello? We'll get some cross range over here. We've got some Skaven Slave Slingers. These guys are kind of irrelevant. They're kind of just chaff to fill the army. But we have them anyway. We'll use them. We'll see if we'll send these guys into melee mode. Oh, I didn't turn off fucking skirmish mode. I need to turn off skirmish mode. Okay, we're gonna take our Doom Flayers. Our Doom Flayers are gonna have to go here, I think, because we're gonna want... Oh, no, we should put them here, actually. Because we want the Doom Flayers to interrupt these cavalry units, while the rest of our units just kind of free fire. You slaves can go over here. Our Warpblack Jezzails are gonna stay on this ridge here, so they can free fire from above. And we're gonna have some more rat gunners here. Okay. Rubbing it in now, you have the perfect amount of limbs. The perfect amount of limbs is actually 8. Actually, it's 8. The ideal woman has 8 legs and 2 arms, so I guess it's 10. Also, congratulations on the pregnancy, Bucket. Congratulations. Alex, welcome in, by the way, and congratulations on Bucket's new child. Okay. I wish skirmish... You can set it off by default. I have to go fix that setting in-game. Can I do that now, actually? Default, yeah, you can turn off skirmish mode. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna have everybody kind of free fire here. Get in there, rats. I need you to start just firing. Get in there. Start as the kids say, popping off. Where am I? You need to go after these guys. Rats, fire, please. Rats fire here. Okay. Giselles, you can shoot over there. You can go here. Ratlings, shoot here. Let's see how this turns out. And we'll have Jestilence just cast some Warp Lightning on the... whoever he can catch, really. Spider-Woman? It's not my child. It says Chatter Below is now pregnant. As you can see, things work really well when we get a good ambush going. Immediately obliterated their cavalry. Did not stand a chance. Warp Fire Throwers, I need you to actually fucking do your job and fire, please. There we go. As you can see, not only does it torch our units, well, I need to turn off Screen Shake, actually. I will fix that later. As you can see, when you're firing huge amounts of fucking missiles from above, it works really well. We're going to use his Brass Orb, which is a special item he can use. That will cause a big suck attack, and it'll just rip everybody up who's inside. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say here. When you ambush swordsmen with flamethrowers, you tend to win pretty quick. You tend to win really quick. We didn't even... Oh, we kind of did really melt some of our front line, but that's their job. That's the whole point. That's why they exist. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. You missed it. Oh, sorry, Bucket. Yeah, you're mother to a beautiful baby Skaven. Beautiful, weird, fucked up rat person. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that was it. Ambush attacks. Honestly, ambush battles take way more to set up than they do to resolve. Like, you can set up. Hello, Julian's pen. Brighter Malfoy when darker Bwen fun fans walk into the room. I do panic. I do. Things tend to go a little fucking sideways. You know, when my evil twin, who doesn't talk about pregnancy or cannibalism, shows up, and he's like, huh. I think today I will not play a walking simulator, and I will in fact be a completely hinged individual, and I don't have any weird eyeballs growing out of the side of my head. When that motherfucker shows up, not only do all my viewers jump ship, but I also kind of cry and squall and wail a little bit. Welcome in, though, to Julian's pen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Evil is so fun. He's out there, and he's like, he's dangerous. He's real. You know, I live in fear. But that was good. We killed Lupio Sunscryer. You know, I think we definitely killed more of our own units than he killed them. Hi, Gallant J. Wow, Malfun in the shirt. This is my Germa pose. Sparkle on. It's Wednesday. Sparkle on. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Sparkle on. It's Wednesday. Okay. That was very good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, we can either eat captives, which will heal our army. We can take food, or we can take money. I'm going to take food because what we're going to do, because every time we spend food, we need to be able to remake it. We don't want to go too low. If we go too low, then we start suffering from, you know, extra construction costs and other shit like that. The unfortunate thing is that this guy lived to tell the tale, so we're going to have to hunt him down and beat him to death until he stops running away. He's not going to get too far. We should be able to catch him next turn, but it is going to kind of delay our plans, and unfortunately, I believe these beastmen might make a play on Magritta here, which we're going to have to... We were going to betray them anyway, but we might have to do it a little sooner than planned. Alright, so Ikit Claw, we're going to give him... what are we going to do? We're going to do Bonded Service. This is going to make it cheaper to recruit new units. That's always good. That's an easy pick. For Jolly Jump and Jestilence, we're going to give you, we're going to do Arms Dealer. It's going to increase our ammunition that our units have while he's in the army. Evil Mouth will be like, today I will play Deltarune and talk about politics. True, how did you know? Today I have an insightful take on what's happening in the Middle East, as opposed to, hey chat, what if I made another circumcision joke again, huh? Which I guess can be the same thing, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. What's the point of war if not for slaves? Well, I mean, you know, for like, fun, and enrichment. Sorry, my chair rolled over my headphone cord. I think the real point of war is the friends we made along the way. Okay. So this guy, we're gonna kill this guy now. He's not gonna be able to make it. Get him. No! Stop running. Stop running, please. 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 Ugh. Please stop running. I should recruit a new lord. I actually have so many fucking... let's get a Grey Seer of Ruin here. Ooh, immune to psychology is pretty good. Let's recruit a Grey Seer. Let's get a new army, actually. I hope you like Skaven slaves. Should we get rat wolves? No. Let's let this guy handle let's let this guy handle stuff. We'll pull Ikit back and we'll come after the undefended settlements now. Let's not get too lost in the sauce. Okay, so now what we can do is we have some more options now. So for our research, we can do ruthless plans, which gives us some more food. And this will also give us a more along the lines of making stuff for our putting us on the direction of more like plague priest and like plague based units, as opposed to what we really want, which is which is like ensure product quality, reject poor recruits. These are all things that we're gonna want eventually to get really good weapons teams. So we're gonna have to decide which path we're gonna go, because we generally don't want to get every single one of them. We really kind of do want to beeline for our weapons teams bonuses over there. So what I think we're gonna do is we can do always more besides, at least, which gives us more health replenishment, which is always good. We gotta kill the humans because they're not rats like us. Yes. Exactly. All human men must die, kill, die. Yes, true. Asteroids need violence for enrichment on the regular. I know. Have you seen the holes those motherfuckers will chew through? It's crazy. They're cringe and leathercore when we're based in rodent-pilled fluff maxing. Do you think, how many rats would you have to kill to make a rat skin jacket? Probably, I mean, 1 New York rat or like 5 San Francisco rats, I guess. You know? Like 1 New York rat, you could probably make a pretty nice pair of shoes out of it. That's why we take their land. Exactly. They don't deserve it. They don't need it. I wish my friends would collar me fuzzed, please. Please. We can arrange something. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right, let's give this guy some wolf rats too. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's get him some flamethrowers. We're gonna have to go over here because this is where the flamethrower territory is. Let's get this guy 4 flamethrowers. That's not enough flamethrowers, but it's a start. You know, a jacket is at least a dozen. They got to be big rats. Brother, have you seen the size of a New York rat? Those motherfuckers would win against a fight against like a 9-year-old. Those motherfuckers would win a fight against me. And I'm a grown ass man. You know, those are like a New York rat. I would not square up with any of those freaks. You know, they call themselves my friends, but they'll be in the mines with collars on their necks regardless. Exactly. See, now you're thinking like a Skaven. We can be friends. But I'm still going to put the collar on you. I'm still going to make you slave away in my Warpstone mine to make crazy guns for me. It's like 20 to 50 rats. A 9-year-old wouldn't fight against me. That's not true. I fought a 9-year-old and I've won. Okay? I fought a 9-year-old and I've won. That being said, I was also 9 at the time. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to attack Magrita. We're going to auto-resolve this, I think, because fighting these ones are really boring. I don't like fighting sieges. So we're just going to auto-resolve it. We can occupy this at level 3, I think, is what we want to do. Because then we'll be able to get... we'll be able to build a Ratling gun weapons team and some Globadiers. So we'll be able to do some good stuff here. Let's also do Plague Claw catapults. This is good. Okay, so we'll get some good units pretty early. You're gonna all right, relax. You're gonna die of asphyxiation in a mine. So don't get too horny about it, okay? It's still not a pleasant experience. We'll get some wolf rats, we'll get some more slaves. Gotta take seams and stuffing into account. That's true, actually. I mean, like, I feel like, I don't know. Is rodent skin just I mean, like, I get like the concept behind it, why people are not interested in rodent skin things, but like I feel like rodent skin is going to be a really valuable commodity, you know, considering the threat of nuclear war. All right, yeah, stop. That's it. All right. I kind of walked into that one. You'd be more impressed if you could train the rats and make them connect to make a living jacket. The Rat King jacket. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Let's get inspiring presence, because then we're gonna want to put points in a Blastmaster, which is again gonna give us more points. If you guys can't tell, this entire faction is based around weapons teams, which is what we're gonna be focusing on, and we're gonna try to be buffing them up a whole lot. What we also have is something that I haven't shown you guys yet. It's called the Forbidden Workshop. So, the Forbidden Workshop is a really cool little mechanic for Ikat Claw. Jestlins, don't make the Kogo face of me. That's... don't. Skaven are the war crime rats, and we're here to do war crimes. But you know, I mean, like, I guess you guys can be horny about it, but like... Yeah, you know, use best judgment when getting horny about rat war crimes, okay? I love this game, and they're such bastards. They are motherfuckers. They are really proper motherfuckers. I mean, like, you know, I will say, when you've got like fucking Need for Speed Undercity over here, it's kind of hard to beat anybody. It's kind of hard to be beaten. So we can spend these resources called we have Warp Fuel, which is a special resource that we get from winning battles, and we have Food, which I've already talked about. So you can see I can spend some certain things to get buffs for this unit, Doom Wheels. We can get charge bonus, we can get different like buffs, we can get all sorts of stuff. We can also upgrade Doom Flares, which we have. We don't have any Doom Wheels yet, but we do have a unit of Doom Flares, which we can do, and they have very good names. Aerodynamics, we have Doom Diagnostics, stuff like that. So we can also upgrade our weapons teams, and we can get Doom Rockets. Doom Rockets are our nuclear weapons. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do... Toxic Waste Salvage, which is going to give us a chance to recover warp fuel after using a Doom Rocket. And then I'm going to use, let's see. We're going to upgrade our Ratling guns, which replenishes their ammunition. Okay. What else can we do? Anything? We can upgrade our nuclear weapons again, but I think that's enough for now. And next turn, we'll use a nuke. That'll be fun. We're going to upgrade our Warlock Engineer, Jestilence. We're going to upgrade his... we're going to upgrade mobility so we can move a little further. A million... Exactly, a million. We're gonna listen, brother. It's gonna be a war crime. It's gonna be so many war crimes. Be horny when I blow up those stupid trees in Bretonia. Oh, trust me, brother. They are not long for this world. Once I'm done, once I get this fucking hamster ball rolling, those trees are not gonna last long. Don't use you if you're horny. Okay, well, okay. I'm not horny. Listen, man. There's nothing that turns me off more than greasy rat people using nuclear weaponry. Okay, I promise. So remember reading a Warhammer novel, the Ratman character receives a message telling him his plan has failed. It says, not to worry, there are more than one ways to skin an infant before engaging in the time-honored scheme and tradition of shooting the messenger. Okay, so now we have a fight with our Grace here. Let's pick this fight. Passively vibe with the stream on, but muted for viewership reasons. Glance over to see the comments is consistently baffling, concerning. Well, you know what? I appreciate you hanging out. Mothman, and your concern. I appreciate it. In public. Oh yeah. No, you don't want to hold on. Let me wise choice. Wise choice, Mothman. Wise choice. Is that a warp fire thrower in your pocket? You just happen to see me. It's both. Burns you alive as you scream horrendously as your flesh melts away. Ooh, nice. We're in the stink zone. Okay. There's really nothing to do for this fight besides spaghettify our lines, and place our warp fire teams accordingly, and let the enemy run into us. The only thing we need to worry about is, I don't even know if they have cavalry. I thought they had a unit of cavalry. Calling something a war crime just sounds like loser talk. Oh, I mean, it's only a war crime if we lose. If we win, it's acceptable strategic decisions. Okay? If we win, it's the enemy fell into my carefully constructed, completely war appropriate trap. If we lose, it's a war crime because according to everyone else, they get to make the rules because we've been crushed. Any Ratling guns? Not in this army, no. But we do have them in our other army. Do you want to be a Ratling gun, Ace? Do you want to be a Ratling gun? I can make that happen. Alright, you guys need to hurry the fuck up. You guys need to hurry it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, they're kind of just... Literally, they can't even get close. They're just getting fucking obliterated. I gotta turn off screen shake. Should we use our nuclear weapon on them, guys? Let's use our nuclear weapon on these schmucks. Hopefully they don't just walk out of it, though. I would like you to not walk... There we go. One dude walked out of it, man. Holy moly. Can you imagine being this guy? Can you imagine being this motherfucker? Holy shit. Holy moly. Oh my good golly gosh. Oh my good golly gosh. Woo. Alright, well, let's summon... this guy's fine, whatever. Holy... War crime? Nah, foreplay? True, actually. Alright. Are you guys... Alright, they're not involved. They're not interested in fighting us. Okay, okay. Bro's maxing survivor's guilt stat. This you, those are the... You should have worn your brown pants today, homeboy. You should have worn your brown pants. Look at it. He's just like, nah, man. Nah, man. This is not worth it. This is not worth... This dude saw Hiroshima about 1,200 years before it was supposed to happen. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Alright. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Can you be a Skaven slave? You can absolutely be a Skaven slave. I will name you a Skaven slave. Which unit is the worst? Probably a Skaven slave, Ace. Probably a Skaven slave. Unlike the Tzeentch campaign that you were watching earlier, I probably will not be able to save you if you are a misplaced Skaven slave unit. Yeah, that guy is, he's yeah, man, I'm gonna let this dude get away with this. I'm gonna let that one walk it out. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, nice win. That was pretty good. This is what you mean by bafflement and concern? Yeah. Hiroshima is supposed to happen to Warhammer. Oh, Hiroshima already happened. I just made it happen. We just had, if Hiroshima happened to like 80 guys, we just made it happen. He came with his friends to kill some rats and got to experience green sunlight. Yeah, that motherfucker saw God, and it was not his God. Bretonnian peasants are up there. Bretonnian peasants are pretty shit, but Skaven slaves are like the worst you could possibly get. You know, Skaven slaves are literally probably the worst possible thing you could have. Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. These dudes, not a man survived. Not a single living soul walked, like, no. That was so good. It was honestly kind of wasteful to use it, but it was so funny to see that one dude just kind of booking it out of there. French slaves versus rat slaves. Why'd you say the same thing twice? Fuzz, why did you say the same thing twice? This is my question for you. All right, we're gonna take some more food because we did spend some upgrading this area, Magrita. All right, that was exceptionally funny. That was exceptionally good. Okay, let's get some more Skaven slaves. All right, Ace, do you want to be a Skaven slave? Hi, Manny. Ace, you're gonna be fourth. Okay, let's see. How about fourth Ace, bad, and you end as Skaven slaves. I'm sorry. Who else wanted to be something? Oh, Jujulian's wanted to be a Skaven slave too. Okay, so you can be Juju rat slaves. There you go. Juju rat slaves. And Manny, who do you want to be? Hi, Miss Spore. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for the lurk. In my Zinj campaign, I almost died after you forgot a mic. You cared you were a Mutilate Vortex Beast. Yeah, that happens. The difference between being a Mutilate Vortex Beast and a Skaven slave is that I actually care if you die. So yeah. Who did you want to be, Manny? Who did you want to be? Did you want to be Ratling Guns, Manny, or something else? No one is. Unfortunately, no one is safe. Even a prized unit like a Mutilith Vortex Beast is still subject to being forgotten about. Manny, let me know what you want to be, and I will make it so. I will make it happen. Whatever I feel like. All right, you're gonna be. Let's see. How about let's make you the. Let's make you Warp Fire Throwers. Manny's Melters. There we go. Manny's Melters. Very nice. All right, let's go kill some humans. Let's go kill some people. All right. This is going to be a really easy one because we massively outnumber them. But let's fight it just for fun. Let's fight it for shits and giggles. Why not? Let's have some good times. Let's enjoy ourselves, shall we? You guys like the music? If you want me to, I can also change the music. Let me know if you don't like it. It's kind of good for it's. I like how cheerful it is for like some nice throbbing dance music while we nuke peasant swordsmen. It's good. You usually make them boys melt. Listen, I'm unfortunately for you, I am not an ice cream pop. I'm not a popsicle left out in the sun. I'm ice cold. I'm so cool. It's cold. There's nothing cooler than being me. All right. Mwah, kiss for you, Manny. Mwah. All right. So this time we're not going to wait for the enemy to move to us. We're going to come to them because I don't feel like waiting. So let's just fucking do it. Let's just right click. Let's just right click. There's nothing besides, right? Unfortunately, we do not have a new. Oh, you like the music? Good. Okay. Unfortunately, we do not have a what's it called? A Doom Rocket. Unfortunately, we didn't get one back, but we'll make more. We do have our Doom Flares though. Crunch. Nice. Let's see. How about let's give some fire commands here. Oh, we're in a really good position too because we're up on the hill. We should be able to like torch these guys really easily. Try that. We'll also drop these crossbowmen are kind of gonna fire unimpeded for a bit. So we'll just drop some warp lightning on them and smoke them. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about Ikit Claw is that you kind of start super overpowered because you start with like rattling guns and all sorts of other crazy shit and nuclear weaponry. You know, that's all I'm saying. Why are you obscured? You should have free reign. You should have free range. Are we too far down the hill? Are we too far down the hill? Can you fire? Yeah, the only issue is that sometimes they won't fire because of terrain. Like, they won't fire over this tiny little hill that they're on. Like, they just won't, they won't do it. Hello, rats? Rats? You're the rats? You're the rats? Make them go further back up the hill. Rats? You're the rats? You're the rats? You're the rats? You're the rats who don't apparently want to fight? You're the rats? We're not the rats, I guess. I guess they're just not interested. I love it. I love it. You literally can't... Dog, I'm sorry. Is this the problem? Is this fence the problem? Oh, there you go. Now they're firing. Now they're firing because I moved them far back. I guess that fence was the issue. Fence too hard. Fence too powerful for brave Skaven engineering. I guess we're gonna back them up the hill. There we go. Okay. Kill these guys, please. Please kill these guys. Oh, this is like 3 flamethrower units all in one giant clump. Yeah, definitely killing more of my own units than the enemy. Very good. Oh, it's just these guys. Okay. It should be decent. Should be good. We have like all these weapons teams and none of them want to fire. There we go. There we go. Oh, good. Oh, it's like Normandy. It's like Normandy for these poor motherfuckers. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Eventually we're going to get some stronger infantry troops and we're going to be able to do a little more fun things. I want to deploy some wolf rats too, actually. I want to deploy some wolf rats too. And some mortars. The other thing is it gets a little more interesting when there's more diverse enemy opponents. This is a pretty minor faction that we're wiping out, so they're not going to have anything too scary. There are some dwarves to the north, south, to the east, I think, that we're going to pick a fight with as well. There's some dwarves to the east that we're going to pick a fight with, I think, and we're going to actually have a challenge against the dwarves, because the dwarves and the Skaven, they're natural enemies. You know, quite literally, they're like ancient like enemies who are like bound to like slay each other till the end of time. It's very nice. It's very good. But we're gonna take this. We're gonna occupy it at level 2. Let's see. Okay. We can actually. We don't have to fight these beastmen right now. We can, but we don't really have to. What can we buy? What units can we get? Yeah, let's get a unit of wolf rats and finish off this area. How are you doing? Okay. We're gonna upgrade AK Claw's power armor. We'll give him some defense for himself. That's fine. By the time the dwarves reach you during the fight, they'll be long gone. Ideally, we'll be able to smoke them before they get too close. But you never know, considering dwarves. They can be pretty hardy. They can be pretty boner mode. You know. All right, we're gonna give let's see, some more mobility. Mobility is always good. Being able to move Ikat across the map is really nice. This is our Grey Seer. This is our other general. We're gonna give him some more movement speed. Imminent Rebellion. Okay, we'll just put that down when it starts. And we'll get some order going. So what happens is, if our control is too low, you see this bar over here on the side, Angry Red Face Man. If it gets too low, it's control of the region. If it gets too low, a rebellion will pop up, which is fine because it's a very small army that we'll have to defeat. And it'll bring the control back up. Control is kind of a silly stat because it doesn't really matter once you get to a certain point. But for the time being, so we don't have to keep coming back and putting down rebellions, we'll put a little bit of investment into slowing it down via this control commandment. Excuse me. And I think that'll be good. Yep. Here's the rebel army. Indeed, Manny. Indeed. Well, here's this rebel army we're gonna put down. It's another Skaven army. They're gonna be. I'm not even gonna fight them. We're just gonna auto resolve them. I want to go fight those dwarves. Actually, I really kind of do. I want to fight somebody who's gonna put up some kind of defense versus like 8 guys with like sharp sticks who are walking into my heavy machine gun fire. You know. It's like honestly the difference is like those guys on Sentinel Island. These guys want peace treaty. No, those guys on Sentinel Island. They're called like the North Sentinelese. My lawn care is very cute. Thank you, Miss Sport. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so cute when I have it on. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we need another turn for our wolf rat. Okay. Let's wipe this guy out. What was I gonna say? I lost it. What was I gonna say? I lost it. Dwarves fighting dwarves. You can pass the difficulties on the hard ones. Maybe. I want to, I really, we'll also be able to get, like, brood horrors and other shit like that. Mutant rat ogres. Ooh, thank you for the stretch. Ooh, stretch. Ooh. Big stretch. And a sippy. Thank you for sippy. Did I win? Oh, we Hiroshima these people. It was the equivalent of like let the bell scream. It was bad. I don't know. I ran out of bits here. All right. Ooh, we can get some more weapons teams. We're pretty good in terms of Ika Claw's army. We're pretty good. We're gonna want to replace these warp fire throwers eventually because because it will kind of just melt through our front line a little too hard. We do need a bit of a front line in order to protect our gun lines. So we're gonna have to replace the warp fire throwers eventually, except for Manny Smelters. We're gonna keep Manny Smelters. You made them boof ashwagandha for the souls of thousands of mice, millions even. The thing is that Skaven are not afraid to boof. The Skaven will boof. Ooh, okay, this is good. Expendable for clan rats. So expendable means that if they run and flee, it won't make other surrounding units rout either. So we'll be able to, instead of using Skaven slaves, we'll be able to upgrade to clan rats. Skaven slaves naturally have expendable, which means that when they run away, it doesn't make other units run away. However, if let's say my weapons teams run away, that will make other units try to flee because it'll damage their area leadership. Which you don't want to do. Can I name one, Chikawa? Vincent. Can you put this in Cookie Run Kingdom terms? Yeah. So, you know how that one cookie is like genociding all those other cookies using illicit frosting materials? You know, they have CMD, cookies of mass destruction. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Only it's with giant rat people and rocks from space. Yeah, the warpstone in this game that we make our nuclear weapons out of are basically rocks from the moon, which I guess isn't too far from how we make regular nuclear material, except it's not from the moon, but it is rocks. All right, let's kill this guy. This is the rebel army. He's not gonna really do anything. The Cream Republic is definitely poisoning the jellies. Yeah, they're not gonna stand much of a chance. I'm sorry. Okay. So, what we can do here... This is an undead pirate faction. I don't know if we want to wipe them out, but I do know we want to pick a fight with the dwarves. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Talea and they're fighting Topknots. So Talea is here. So what we can do is we can join them in that fight, or we can supplant them and... maybe we can supplant them and kind of overthrow and kind of like take their region, because undead territory tends to turn into like blighted regions, which will damage my armies as I try to cross, which we don't want. So let's see how this plays out. How about we'll let them do this fight? We'll let the AI do this fight, and then once they're wounded, we'll stab them in the back. And we'll kill them while we have the chance. Although this army is a shit stack of Skaven slaves, so I don't know how well it's gonna do. You'd be a Wizard City dog? Alright, listen. No need to start calling me Hound of the Empire. Okay? Alright, let's level up, let's level up Blastmaster. We're gonna increase the ammunition for the weapons teams in Ika Claw's army. Some medium buffs that'll kind of get better over time. Um, yes, yes, yes. True. Ugh. I'm probably not going to stream too long today, to be honest with you guys. I am pretty tired. I had a pretty busy day. We're probably only going to go like 2 hours at most, to be honest with you. It's going to be pretty short, but I will return to this campaign specifically, because we're only going to play for so long, for so short amount of time. I do want to return to this, because you really can't get far enough in only 2 hours with a Skaven campaign. Um, ooh, let's fight this. We won't really get the chance to fight many Skaven armies, so let's do this. Yeah, so we'll probably play this only for maybe another hour or so, and then we'll be done, and we'll come back to it eventually. They have some catapults, which is not a problem for us because we have our wolf rats and we have our doom wheels, which should be able to disrupt their artillery pretty fair amount. However, they have some rat ogres here, which will crash into our front line and really disrupt our Skaven slaves. So we're gonna have to really make sure we focus them down with the Jezzails before they can do too much damage to our front lines. Look, not to get political, but I think Dark Enchantress Cookie has a couple points. I think that you're just a war apologist. I think you're participating in apologia for what was done to those innocent civilians. Okay, they didn't deserve that. You know, white phosphorus. Well, you know, white frosting phosphorus is a serious thing to be using. You know. And I don't think you could you just brush that off by saying she has good points. Join me in the siege and try to do as much friend. Ooh, yeah, that's true. We could if oh man, you know what I could do? We can join them in the siege, and then we can nuke their troops with our nuclear bomb. I think that'll be really fun. Okay. So we're really going to Ratling guns. Where are my Jezzails? These are my Jezzails. I can't see on this map. The white snow is kind of difficult to see the green here. But let's just have you guys be here. Where are my wolf rats? This is a big pack. I didn't realize how big the wolf rat pack was. Bucket, this is your fate, by the way. Oh, look at this one. He's cute. They're kind of cute, honestly. They're kind of cute, right? Okay. Let's put these guys over here, and let's get an eye on where their artillery is, because we're gonna need to over here. We're going to need to hit their artillery because they're going to free fire. Let's do that. Homie can only last up to 2 hours. That's crazy. In my defense... Ooh, let's also actually move these guys over to kind of hit them. I will have you know that 2 hours is a perfectly serviceable amount of time to stream. Okay? So these are their rat ogres. We're going to want to be careful. We're going to want to make sure that our Warplock Jezzails can hit them before they crash into our front lines. Now, as you can see, they're pretty mean looking, but there's only so many of them, right? If we can hit them hard enough, early enough, we should be able to make them rout before they even hit our battle lines. We're also going to summon a unit of unit of clan rats in their backline and disrupt their artillery right away. So while our cavalry is approaching, in terms of our wolf rats and our doom flayers, we're going to use these summonable Skaven clan rats to disrupt their artillery. Look, their artillery is really scattered. They're not firing anymore. They're trying to reorient, but they're really not going to be able to get anywhere with it. I need you to move. Oh, they're getting caught by the rat ogres. That's not good. I just need them to keep moving here. We're going to thread the needle here with our wolf rats. See if we can do that, make that happen. I need my doom wheels to really start moving. Keep moving. Oh, fuck. They got caught up in the rat ogres. That's not good. Oh, that's bad. Gotta pay the boy kissing tax now. It's overdue. Mwah, kiss for you, Manny. Mwah, tax paid. All right, we're circling around, and we're gonna hit their catapults right now. Good, perfect. We can crash our rat wolves back into their backline here. We're gonna have to pull our doom wheels out here. We're gonna have to pull our Doom Wheels out and around because these wolf rats are too big of a threat and they catch us too hard. Yeah, they keep swinging the wolf rats back around, and I don't want to lose my Doom Wheels to them. Okay, they're disrupted well enough, so I'm gonna advance our units. Oh, they're advanced now. They're advancing. Okay, so because their artillery's been disrupted, they have to move forward, or they're just not gonna get anything done. So they're gonna send their units forward on me. While we keep harassing their catapults. We should move forward, actually, because right now our position is not the greatest for free firing. Because if you see the terrain, we don't want to fire up a hill. We want to try and get over the hump of the hill so that we can... our units aren't firing uphill, which will make them not fire at all because the game works like that. Ooh, our wolf rats our wolf rats seem to have not done great. I mean, they've done their job. They've disrupted well enough, but they didn't quite do everything I wanted them to do. All right, let's pause and reassess the battlefield. So here come the rat ogres. We should be able to kill them with the Ratling guns, Manny's melters, and we're going to use our warp lock Giselles to really hit them hard. Warp fire throwers, we're just going to start hitting them. And we're going to use another set of menace below, another set of clan rats to once again disrupt their artillery, because this is the only set of artillery they have that's still firing. So we should be able to disrupt them pretty well here with this here. So they should be disrupted. We've got a little bit of obstruction. It looks like those rat ogres are causing a bit of a problem, but they are dying pretty fast for it. I don't think they're going to be much longer for this world. Yeah, they're starting to melt down. They're just... Ooh, are they going to make it? Are they going to make it? Oh, they just crash into my weapons team, but right when they do so, they flee. Right when they do so, we did just enough damage to break them, to break their morale and make them rout. We're going to reorient our other units to fire for free. We're going to use Ikit Claw. He's going to make sure we're going to cast Warp Lightning. We're going to have Jessalance also do his Warp Lightning. There we go. There we go. And we're going to also use a Brass Sphere here. That should catch a couple of these units here. And we should be... Yeah, there we go. We should be good. The majority threat that they had is wiped off the map with their rat ogres are fleeing. Their artillery is destroyed. And all that's left is their own Skaven slaves. And they don't have... Ooh, they do have plague monks, actually. Oh, I didn't realize I had plague monks. Let's see. Do we have anything to deal with those plague monks? Maybe not, actually. We need to back up our Giselles here. They're really taking a beating. And we need to fire onto these plague monks here. Let's see. Let's see if we can hit these plague monks here. We're gonna have, we'll drop a Warp Lightning on this cluster here. Our Giselles are not dead, which is good. They have Gutter Runners, but Gutter Runners are not super scary. Oh, good. Okay, good. As long as we get one or two good volleys out of our Warp Fire Throwers onto the Plague Monks, we should do okay. We need to get these Gutter Runners off of our gun line, off of our Ratling guns. The only other issue with the Skaven is that it's really hard to have a coherent gun line because your front line will shatter and run because they're fucking Skaven slaves, and Skaven slaves suck dick. Fourth Ace Bad End actually putting up a good fight here, which is nice. I don't think there's much more to say here besides as long as we keep on casting our spells and we keep hitting them with our ranged attacks. Yeah, I think we should do pretty good here. Alright, yeah, their Plague Monks are broken. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Nice. A little uglier than I thought it was going to be, but we didn't have to fight that battle. We didn't have to fight that. It was just kind of for fun. We did a good job. It's kind of upbeat music for wartime. Hi, Can Man. Hi, we're committing war crimes. We're choosing to sin, Can Man. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, I mean, this is the perfect music. When you're a weird, fucked up rat man with a gigantic automatic machine gun and you're shooting not only your friends but your enemies, you kind of gotta be funky about it. You kind of gotta pump up the jam, you know. The other problem with wolf rats is that they're, again, like, when they flee, right? Some war dog units are notoriously fragile because they're so fast. But Skaven war dogs are even worse because not only are they fragile and they're weak in terms of, like, leadership, they just, when they run, they completely flee the battlefield. So we got our use out of them. Moon 2 Groove. Yeah, Moon 2 DD. Oh man, it was Moon just had his 9th partner anniversary, didn't he? I think, or it was his just 9 years in general. It was very fun. Moon's a good guy. Very mad at Mario Kart though. Very bad at Mario Kart too. Bad at a children's game, by the way. You know, it's okay if you're bad at Warhammer 3 because this is a difficult game for adults. But he's bad at child's game number 9. Okay. Rat jam. Exactly. This is the place to jam. This is the place for rats to jam. Ooh, nice. Ikit Claw gets a fucking hamster wheel now. Ikit Claw gets a rodent rotator now. Very good. So we're gonna march him over this way. We're gonna go help them fight here. Let's build some nuclear weapons here. There we go. We built a nuclear weapon. Are they sieging? We should do this, and what we can do, join war against Talea. We'll make them pay us.
Now you are informed.
No, we don't want to NAP. We'll make them pay us to join the war, and then in this fight, we're gonna nuke their troops. As long as we win, we're gonna nuke their troops. Let's give you some more bonded service, make recruitment cheaper. And we will have Ikit Claw come on down this way. Let's see what else. Let's give him Musk of Fear to make the enemy weaker whenever he casts a spell. That's never gonna hurt. And then we can build some stuff. What are we building? Let's do. We'll do tier 3 here. We're gonna deconstruct this in just a second because we have now tier 3 for this one, so we don't need to have a lower tier same building. That's not even going to be able to get to tier 3. Do you have any cheese-based attacks? Fun fact, the Skaven are entirely cheese-based. There is, in the sense that we are not exactly playing fair. When one side has men with swords, and our side has nuclear weapons, we are entirely cheese-based, actually, Can Man. Let's see. So Araness Assault Spite over here, the army that we're gonna backstab. Morger wants an NAP. We can agree to that. That does seem a bit one-sided, brother. You should have seen it earlier. You should have seen it earlier. We blew up like in 2 entire squads of guys. One survived. Let me tell you, he's gonna die of like 18 different kinds of cancer in like a week. How do stinky ass rats get their hands on a nuke? Because they're smart. They're Skaven. They're bravest Skaven engineer. We have a quest we can do. We can get Storm Demon. We can fight some rats or some lizards. We'll do that later. Let's see. What can we recruit? Nobody. We're full. So I'm waiting on her to fight this city because, or we can, maybe we can do it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to fight this, and we're going to nuke her troops because she's our ally and she's not going to fight back. And there's no actual repercussions for blowing up an ally while in battle. These stinky ass rats have a lot. They've got flamethrowers. We're gonna make it a really hard time. We can even lose this fight. If we lose this fight, it doesn't really matter. We call those acceptable losses. Now you're thinking like a Skaven. Now you're thinking like a Skaven. The trick here is that we have 80 million Skaven slaves sitting behind 4 flamethrowers, and essentially what happens is, even if we hit our enemies, it's fine. You know, this is what I would do to you. I would not. The Malfriends are not Skaven slaves. They're brave servants of the Changer of Ways. Okay? We're gonna move our rat wolves back here, our wolf rats back here. They're brave servants of the Changer of Ways, and they are all valued in the great plans of Tzeentch. Okay? Let's see. Where's our allies going to spawn in? We're going to let our allies spawn in. We're going to back way up. We're going to back way up until our allies spawn in. We're going to sit over here. Okay. And we're just going to wait until our allies show up. And then we're going to drop a nuclear weapon on them. Can you get a flamethrower? You want to be a flamethrower unit? You're going to go lay down and have shame. Okay. God, don't call me penis boy. I'm not a penis boy. Have a good lay down though, Manny. Mwah. Chat, you guys are not Skaven slaves. You're like my brave blue horrors. You're like my brave flamers. You know, my doom knights. Okay. For blue boy. You gotta be ready to, listen, Can-Man, you can be a powerful flamethrower. It's best to wait until they try to break down the gates. Yeah, we're gonna let them try it out. We're gonna let them go after it. So here's the ally. Here's our allied units. We're gonna let them do all of the work because they have a decently sized army. And we have a bunch of slaves. So we're gonna let her go for it. It looks like they're gonna go over here. So, what you're witnessing, chat, is, they have rotting Prometheans. They have these big, cool, like, zombie crabs. Very cool. Like, these things are pretty cool. So this is a zombie pirate faction. They are pretty neat. But we're not playing as them, so we don't care. We're gonna let them go pick a fight. There they go. They're picking a fight here. They're fighting against the gate here. We're just gonna fast forward this, and we're gonna see how this goes. We have 1 nuclear bomb, and we're probably gonna drop it on top of their. Ooh, against these, this is a good size group to land it on. I feel like you guys might be the bad guys, maybe. We might in fact not be the nicest people on the planet. We might in fact not be the nicest place, the nicest people. Considering I'm sitting here being like, all right, chat, the optimal play is to drop a nuclear weapon on my own allies. Would you follow the plans of Tzeentch if the plans of Tzeentch was that you got a train ran on me? Well, father does know best, I guess. Oh. We could also nuke the enemy too, but that's not nearly as amusing. Because the enemy's going to lose either way. But these guys might actually put up a fight that we might have to worry about. So, as you see, the enemy's already broken through the gates. They're fighting our allies up on the walls here. We can hit anywhere pretty much, but we're not going to. We're probably going to hit this cluster of guys when they stop moving. I don't know how far these idiots are going. Where are these guys? Where are you going? Where are you? Hello? You're going over here? Okay. There's a very good mouth noise. What? Well, I make a lot of noises. Well, as you can see, my Skaven slaves are asleep at the fucking wheel right now, which is fine. Alright, how are you guys doing? We could also bomb their rotting Prometheans, actually, but I don't feel like doing that. Churl, what's with that face? What's with that face, Churl? I kind of want to just do it right here. Let's do it right here and see how many we hit. Let's see. I think we're going to land straight on them, actually. Okay. I think we've successfully beaten our allies. Our allies have successfully been slain. All right, let's move our slaves up. Let's move our army up. Allies dealt with. Now it's the enemy's turn. Okay, okay. Let's use our... Let's assist now. Let's assist in the fight. We might lose this fight, to be honest with you, but it's kind of irrelevant. Ooh, let's send our wolf... let's actually do the capture point. Let's send our wolf rats over the capture point. What's the gatehouse looking like? Okay. Skaven slaves climb those walls. That's what they get for hell. Exactly. Light overkill. I think a completely appropriate kill. We might have done it a little too soon, though, because I think we might have caused them to rout, actually. We might have caused them to rout a little bit, actually. No, they're good. They're good. They're good. They're good. Exactly. You know, listen, never trust a Skaven. You can trust a changeling, though. I'm simply role-playing, chat. I'm simply role-playing. I would not do this to you. Not ever. Not ever, not ever, not never. Okay? Let's use a spell here. Let's help out. I would never do this to you, chat. I promise. And I don't have any fingers crossed or behind my back or extra fingers hidden somewhere on my person that may or may not be crossed in different places, okay? I think we're still going to win this one, I think. I'm not worried about this. This is the two guys who got nuked are these guys. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing, brother? Can our wolf rats get in there? No, I guess not. Wait, if we approach the gate, will it open? No, okay. Oh, we can just walk in. All right, let's have our wolf rats just kind of come in here and maul these guys. We're gonna have our other wolf rats just go over here and see if they can take the capture point. If they can take the capture point, then we're gonna automatically win. I don't think we have to worry too much about it. Yeah, I think we should be good. I would like my wolf rats to do what I fucking told them to do, though. Don't let nobody know what you're fucking up to, even yourself. Exactly. How would the enemy know what I'm doing if I don't know what I'm doing? You know? My allies don't know. I don't know. The enemy doesn't know. We're basically just sitting here. Everyone's confused, but I'm firing off weapons, you know, like I get paid to do it, which I do. So it's fine. Okay. Let's carve through here. What can you expect from a follower of Zinch playing Skaven? Yeah, it is a little obvious, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, I am a bit of a traitorous dog. This is the ideal gameplay loop, actually. You know? Alright, my wolf rats are chewing their way through this wall here. How are you guys doing? Okay. Start hitting those crossbowmen. This should break soon, and then we should just be able to park them right here at the center point. If we capture this, then we just win the siege in general. So we're just going to do that. I think that'll be good. And then we'll name... Canman wanted to be a flamethrower, right? I think. Judgment, didn't you say you wanted to be somebody? Who did you want to be, Judgment? There we go. Wolf rats are so fucking fast. It's insane. I personally would not want to live in a city where these things were fucking running through the streets. Okay. All right, we can just leave them here, and they'll capture that, and then we'll win, and that'll be that. It's kind of irrelevant what happens. It looks like our allies got completely wiped off the map. So we will, thanks to our ingenious usage of nuclear weaponry. You'd love to be a flamethrower guy? Hell yeah, I can, man. We can absolutely name you a flamethrower guy. Oh, they have these guys. We can't attack these guys. The thing is, we can't actually attack them. But we can, however, hit them with spells. Let's try this. The AI doesn't seem to know what to do when they're struck by friendly fire. They kind of just go like, oh, okay, I guess we're being shot at. Okay. Oh, wait, we have to We have to take this thing too. Okay, let's go take this one. You know, something big because you're a big boy. I don't think we have anything particularly big yet. I think we'll have to get like rat ogres or like a hell pit abomination for that. I think is what we'll do. Where are my other wolf rats? Go get these guys. This is going on way too long. Hello? At least this music kind of fucks. What about you guys? Where are you? Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna fast forward. Let's take this one then. I think we did this one. We'll take another one here. Yeah, this is kind of like sieges are kind of, this is the reason why I don't like doing sieges. Like I'm only doing this siege because it's like it was an opportunity to kill my allies, quote unquote. But really they're kind of boring because you're just capturing points and they're not very interesting. Like this is not particularly engaging gameplay. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Victory. All right. Very nice. Let's see. How did our allies fare? Oh no. Oh, you lost 1,000 troops out of 1,048. Oh no. How did that happen? Who could have done something like that? My goodness me. My goodness me. Who could have done that? Okay. All right. So what we'll do now is, now that we've kind of exactly, Judgment. Wow, what an unfortunate accident. You know what? I must just fat fingered that nuclear launch button. You know, rats with their three little fingers. What sort of evil and potentially blue villain would do such a thing? Who knows, man? Who knows? The culprit's out there. You know, what if, God, you know those memes about Saddam Hussein and like his hiding place? That little red bar with the feet sticking up? That's me. Like Malfon's hiding place, you know? It's giving Saddam Hussein Malfon. Ooh, we can occupy it too. Let's occupy at level, let's occupy at level 1. We don't have enough food, I guess. Okay. Alright, next turn, we will swing around and we will kill Aranessa. Did you bring one of those to Offkai? A Saddam Hussein meme joke? You have you have a Saddam Hussein hiding place printed in your house? That's so fucking funny. That's where do you have him, like under like a vent or something? Do you have him in like a little terrarium? The little red body? That's so fucking funny. All right, let's do this, and we'll do Warp Lightning. We'll give him some leadership. We'll give him some spell power. We will upgrade here. We will upgrade a clan pit. That's fine. We'll repair this. Research. Take everything. We get some more stuff like that. That's good. We get some more income. Have a Saddam hidey hole in my house. Technically, every room in my house is a Saddam hiding hole because you can hide in rooms. But in terms of like, no, I don't. All right, let's name. We have Manny's Melters. We have Man's Catastrophes. Man's Catastrophes with 2 Ks. I think that's pretty fun. All right. Do you remember when you play with our terror stringer, being in alliance? When you play, being in alliance with the Malphite is worse than war because you can't fight back. Don't say that, because that's my trick. My trick is that you can't fight back. You know, is just trust me. Just trust me when I'm playing Skaven, okay? I promise I would never, ever, ever, ever drop a nuke on our allies when we're sieging a city and all your valuable units are clumped up together. Hell yeah. Ty, you should bring like several of those to Offkai and just like leave them around in like little hiding places. You should just, or like leave them on like windowsills and shit like that. That's extremely funny. Did you see the little DVDs that Clonk made? He apparently took like a bunch of like cam rips of his stream and he put them on like these cute little bootleg DVD with like cases. They're very cute looking. All right, let's Let's declare war on Miss Aranessa.
Let us hope what you have to say pleases the mighty Sea Father. No,
Alright,
not
you're now
this.
gonna die. What is off-card been here? But yeah, it's like a meetup con. Yeah, I guess it's like a con where like VTubers can go and make and meet friends and stuff like that. It please. It claw. Okay. Alright, we're going to fight her now. Let's see. So we did blow up a huge amount of her units, but a faction mechanic for the undead is they have resurrect corpse powers, so they can like essentially regenerate units. What they have here is these bloated corpse units, which are very dangerous because they're essentially kamikazes and they act like tiny little nukes. So we're gonna throw some slaves at them and have him blow up our slaves. It'll be fine. They are expendable. That's what they're for. They're meant to be soaking up these kinds of things. And this army is really not a very important army. Ikit Claw is coming in on our reinforcements, and he's our more important army. And he's going to come in on the backside, too. We're going to have Ikit Claw. We're going to have Ikit Claw come in from... Ooh, maybe... I don't want to bring him in through here, because then he'll have to go up the hill, through the forest to Grandma's house. Let's bring him here. Okay. So it's going to take him longer, but he'll have a better placement in terms of his firing lines. Let's take our wolf rats and see who can we... What are you guys? Let's... Rotting Prometheans we can't really fight against, but their gunnery mobs we can deal with. So let's have our rats flank around the sides here. Hello? We're gonna have you guys go here, and we're gonna just send our Skaven slaves forward. And see what happens, really. What we really want to do is bait out these, I don't see them. Here. No, I don't see them. Where are they? Ah, here they are. These bloated corpses. We want to bait out these bloated corpses with our Skaven slaves and hunt them down so that they can't burst onto our gun lines, which are the real prize. It's okay if they burst on these wolf rats too, to be honest with you, but we'd rather they hit the slaves. Okay. We're circling around with our wolves here. Our slaves are still moving in. We're missing... we don't have eyes. We have eyes on only one of these bloated corpses. Ooh, this is actually, yeah. Our wolf rats got caught by their dogs and their bats. So I think they're not going to make it. Perfect. Oh, nice. Okay, so you're going to watch this bloated corpse. Yep, there we go. He killed the entire unit of Skaven slaves, except for one guy. He killed all but one, and then he expired shortly after. So that's what we want to have happen. We want that to happen, because if that happens to our gun line, we're fucked. Because we also have reinforcements coming in another 45 seconds with Ikit Claw. But I can't... Ooh, there's one. We're gonna have... Oh, shoot. We're routing already. Oh, let's just do... We're gonna summon some Skaven some clan rats here. And we're gonna have our clan rats go after... They're gonna go after this bloated corpse. So that knocks two... This is gonna knock 2 out of 3 bloated corpses out. Good, perfect. So that's another bloated corpse gone. Thank you for the Tilly. Where's Tilly? I don't have my Tilly machine up. Give me a second. We're gonna get Tilly up. Okay. So this is fine. We've gotten 2 out of the 3 bloated corpses, which is good. I don't know where the other ones are. The other one. Here, let me spawn you a Tilly. There's a Tilly. Thank you for Tilly. Thank you for Tilly. Alright. So many Tillys like clan rats get blown up to rotten corpses. Hello, Happy Jalapeno. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oop, Ikit Claw's here, so now the real fight's gonna start. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna orient Ikit Claw. He is going to also bring his slave units in. But we are should be able to get some decent free range fire on most of their units. We're not super worried about the flamethrowers, to be honest with you, because the flamethrowers are kind of just until we get better range units, until we get more Jezzails is really what we're looking for. And we can also run our Doom Flayers into the enemy's artillery lines, I think. You know, the changing leading army of Skaven in disguise to fuck with Nurgle cults is very on brand. It is pretty on brand, right? This is exactly what we're here for. This is exactly what we want. This is me playing the great game just as Father intended. We've got some rats here. Okay. It's Wednesday, sparkle on. It's Wednesday, sparkle on. Hi, tier. I think you were here earlier. I think you did a redeem. I said hello again. We can also kill Aranessa pretty easily with Ikit Claw. We're going to get Jestilence over here. Jestilence is going to cast some spells for us on the enemy. And we should start seeing some gunfire going off pretty soon. Ooh, we should be able to shred these bats with our... Yep, there we go. There is some firing from our Ratling guns. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, these slaves are going to get in there. Don't blow up Tilly, though. Please don't blow up Tilly like a rotten corpse. I don't know where their other rotten corpse went. I don't know where that guy went. Unless he blew up and I didn't even notice. I do love this entire this perfectly symmetrical pile of clan rats. Very nice. Let's have these guys come over here. Our wolf rats here. Can we hit the bats here? We're a little obstructed, I guess. Exploded. Oh, did we explode 3? I thought we only got 2 of them. Oh well, I'll take it. Justice, I'm gonna need you to cast some more spells here. Very nice, very nice. I don't know why they're not firing on these bats, because these bats are kind of a problem. One exploded in the middle. I must not have just seen it. You must have seen it. There are some things that I'm not going to be able to see because, honestly, it's not really a complaint, but the Skaven units do have a lot going on. Skaven armies do have kind of a lot to watch out for. Yeah, we killed the enemy lord. We killed Aranessa. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's their hero. Never mind. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's move you guys a little down and shoot down at these guys. These rotting Prometheans shouldn't last much longer. There they go. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the second we get good attention on the enemy, the better, right? Perfect. Very nice. Very nice victory. Good. Nice. Whew. All right. There we go. So yeah. Ooh, oh yeah. You're right. That one did explode in the middle, huh? I wonder who it got. It must have gotten a unit of warp fire throwers, I guess. Look at these. These are the poor schmucks that I fed to the exploding corpses. Did not stand a breath of a chance. Not a snowball's chance in hell. Very good. Very good. I enjoy fighting against the undead. They have fun little things like that. The exploding corpses are very, very fun, especially as Skaven. Because what do I give a shit about Skaven slaves? You know? Ugh. Alright. I think we're going to call it here. I did say I was only going to go for 2 hours. Because I do need to go to bed a little early because I'm busy tomorrow and it was a long day today. And, I should announce. So Saturday, you guys know, is regular stream. Sunday, what we're going to do is usually it's like a community movie night. Instead, we're going to do special stream with Omo. We're going to do the finale of our Kingdom Hearts playthrough with Omo on Sunday. Smile. 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 All right. I think that's that. Yeah. So we have a special thing we're going to do on Sunday, a special stream, assuming everything goes to plan. And we're going to return to this Skaven campaign eventually. And I do mean that. I do enjoy playing Skaven. I do enjoy playing Total War Warhammer. It's a very fun game, and I can play with all of you guys. Yes, Omo time. Omo time. Who can we visit? Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Is Omo live right now? Should we go raid into Omo? Let's see. Who's live? Mame is live. Oh, you know what? Ooh, oh, Goomer's live. Should we go say hi to Goomer or should we go say hi to Mame? Let's say hi to... Gonna finish Kingdom Hearts and then renew their vows live on stream. You're spoiling it. Omo is not here. Let's go say hi to the Goomoid. She's always fun. We like a Goomy. We like a Goomoid in this house. She's playing some Silent Hill. So go be nice to Goomer, okay? All right, give her some love, okay? All right, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Until then, hugs and kisses.